Greetings, faithful followers. This is your old pal, Brother Jack Angry, along with Ash.
And Inferna.
And we wanted to take a moment before the show to thank our sponsor, Lovers Luxuries, located at 61st and Maple in Benson, the finest erotic boutique in the city of Omaha. You can visit their website at www.loverluxuries.com, or you can Google them and find a location, the directions to their store. Drop in, say hi, and tell them the Angry Brothers and Ash and Inferna sent you. Well, we hope you enjoy the show.
Bye. Bye.
Greetings, faithful followers. This is your old pal, Brother Jack Angry. Things keep improving for us here at the Monastery of Mayhem and with the Angry Brothers Omaha Rama. We want to welcome our newest sponsor, Big Brain Tattoos at 1123 Jackson Street in the Old Market here in Omaha. They are our newest sponsor, and we would like everybody to stop on down and say hi to Smitty and Lenny and the rest of the artists down there. Get a price on a tattoo, and the next time you decide to have work done, be sure and visit Smitty and see what he can do for you. Now back to the show. Inferna, I still can't locate James. I've been all over that kitchen with everything, a fine-tooth comb. I had the dogs out looking for him, and he is just nowhere to be found. So I'm starting to get seriously concerned at this point.
Have you heard from Gulia finding out?
No, Gulia's missing too. It's like, I don't know what the hell's going on.
Look who's here.
Holy cow! It's you! Where have you been?
That crazy broad had me tied up in the pantry.
Oh my gosh.
Wait a minute, I looked in the pantry. Where did she have you?
I was behind the flour sacks, all the way in the back.
She must have had you hidden in like the corner or something. What'd she do, have them piled on top of you?
The Marquis de Sade could not do a better job of tying up an individual as what I went through. She's crazy. She kept talking about putting me in a pot.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, I missed you, bastard!
I can tell.
Everyone's been doing all the work around here, and you've just been playing in the sacks?
Well, I got to give her that, James. I mean, we've had a lot of things go on. Ash is no longer here.
Who?
Ash, you know,
Don't
chicken
you
legs.
remember her?
Oh, Bimbolina? Well, good riddance.
Oh, come on. She says hi. She misses you. She was wondering where you were
Yeah,
at.
she keeps missing me, but her aim is getting better, let me tell you.
Okay, well, all right. So you're back. We're glad to hear it. You know, I'll talk to Gulia. It's like, you know, I think she's off her meds or something. And
We need to have a serious personnel talk around here.
okay, well, I'll
You're
get...
supposed to be HR. What the hell are you doing about this?
I've been wondering where you've been.
I'll tell you where I've been. This is where I've been. Right here, baby.
Well, that's not what your email looks like either.
My what? Email? Who sends me email?
Well,
You haven't
actually...
been doing anything because
Yeah.
you've been tied up.
Right,
And we
I've
know
been
you
held
like it.
hostage.
And you're
Well,
liking it.
Yeah, well, there's...
That's the
Well,
problem.
Okay, you sick little monkey. We'll talk about your personal hang-ups later. And she is right. I've been getting a lot of static from down below. You're not returning your emails. There's like assignments that you need to take care of that have just been backed
Well, I
up.
need a paycheck, too. I don't see that.
Well, we're not getting paid either, but I'll talk to...
I have expenses. Look at this. Look at this jewelry right here. Do you think this stuff is free?
Well, yes, you are quite the... Oh, by the way, they did say something about that. You're turning into quite the junior Joan Collins.
Yeah. Don't hate me because I'm stylish, but anyway.
But anyway, we'll get that worked out with down below. Greetings, faithful followers. This is your old pal, Brother Jack Angry, along with Inferna.
Hello.
And the recently returned Brother James.
Hello, kids.
With blue balls.
Yes.
Black and blue, actually.
Yeah, well, it's like I did hear that Gulia likes it rather rough.
Oh.
But anyway, we're
That
not...
girl is 4 different kinds of crazy, and I can't discuss any of them on the air.
Yes, we got to keep our standing with public access. Thank you, Chris. Anyhow, tonight's movie, we have another William Campbell classic for you. This one is called Track of the Vampire. Now, in this movie, just to give you a brief synopsis, William Campbell plays a deranged sculptor who is gaining prominence with his work because it is so lifelike. It turns out that he's dipping people in wax and plaster to make these lifelike statues, all because he's having some issue with his deceased wife.
Bimbos I'd like to dip in wax. Never mind.
Yeah, it's like, okay, yeah, we'll get you that anger management counseling in just a little bit here. But anyway, I don't want to go into too many details. I don't want to spoil the movie. The movie co-stars the talented Sid Haig, who you might remember from the Rob Zombie films, House of a Thousand Corpses,
Captain Spaulding,
and The Devil's Rejects. Yes, Captain Spaulding. He also, Sid and Marty Krofft was a Sid Haig was a staple on the Sid and Marty Krofft TV series back in the 70s and 80s. He played on any number of them, including Jason from Star Command and Space Academy, played various villains. But the man is actually quite an accomplished hypnotist and counselor.
Sound it out.
Shut up. It's like...
Brothers.
Yeah,
Sound it out. Come on, small words.
Yes.
Work up to it.
Little words. I'm working on it.
Angry brothers.
Yeah, hooked on phonics worked for me. But anyway, we're going to let you get it back to the movie. Track of the Vampire, aka Bloodbath, here on the Angry Brothers Omaha Rama. And give me that. This is the last in the house, and you're gonna have it all sucked down.
I've been tied up for months. I need
It actually smells kind of good.
therapy.
Give you that. Here, have a drink.
Thanks.
Well, we'll get back to the movie, and you enjoy yourselves, and we'll see you in just a bit.
We'll be back in a bit.
Okay, start.
Oh my God, how does he have this book organized? I need to find a certain spell and I can't find it. You know,
What are you doing with my spell book? What are you
There you
looking
are.
for?
I need a weight loss spell here. I need a spell. I've got a thing in a couple weeks. I need to drop a few pounds. I got to get into an old tuxedo. And your administrative practices stink, okay?
Give me that book.
Give me that book. Thank
Oh.
you. He doesn't need that.
God.
Well, all right. Here, Inferno, I've got to look up
Keep her
a...
around.
Are you
You always
really,
put me in a really good mood.
are you really serious with asking that question? Look at her. She's gorgeous. Why wouldn't we keep her around? You know?
You wouldn't know. He's
I'd
been
have to
locked
look
up with
at,
Gooey
I would
now.
have to look with...
From Gooey.
Speaking of Gooey, has anyone seen that dimwit?
No, actually not. We think she's on the lam somewhere. I mean, she's just completely cleared out her...
And who is the other Twinkie that's running around here?
Oh, that would be Sin. That's Ash's sister. You remember we had got the memo that her and Ash were supposed to be showing up together?
Uh-huh.
Well,
Sisters. Huh?
yeah, the last time we heard she was
Boy,
in
that
Grand
genetics,
Island.
isn't that a kick? Boy, there's a gene pool for you. What is her family tree? It goes straight up. Apparently it's like bamboo. It doesn't fork.
Well, I'm not going to argue that with you. Sin is actually we're still learning the ropes, so we're going to give her the benefit of the doubt. And,
And she's got big hooters.
Oh, well, that's...
well, yes, and we didn't have anything to do with that. She just came that way.
Yeah, that's what
So,
we got to have a serious personnel talk around.
yeah, sure, I'm sure we
Pencil
will.
that in. Let's set up a meeting for that.
Okay, well, greetings, faithful followers.
Hi,
Wasn't that movie scary so far? I mean, William Campbell is the deranged sculptor. I mean, ooh. There's a man with issues. He's got, okay, I saw that, and you.
Oh, good. That means you do pay attention.
Yes, and so's your mother.
Apparently, so is our mother.
There you go.
Apparently, that toe tag isn't just decorative.
Well, it's like you just you don't need to pay any attention to my toes. Anyhow, faithful followers, getting back to the matter at hand here.
Yes, please do.
You know, this movie was basically done in the early style of William Campbell's career in the black and white days. I mean, he was a young actor, just come out of film school, and I believe he'd done several theater productions. And the director had seen him in one and offered him this part. This is one of the lesser known classics that William Campbell has done. His main note is for Dementia 13 and the work he's done in TV, like in the Star Trek.
Yeah, Star Trek rocks.
Yeah, Star Trek does rock. We don't even want to talk about them Star Wars fans. Geeks! Geeks! Nerds! Geeks! Yeah, you better get that from Dad.
if I wasn't already dead, I'd be concerned.
Yes. Well, anyway, we're going to get back to the movie
Medicine.
Track of the Vampire starring William Campbell here on the Angry Brothers Omaha Rama. And give me that book while I find him the spell he needs.
Yes,
He
please
needs to do
do.
something, right?
Yes, I know. Okay. No wonder. You were looking in the wrong section. This is just mental domination. The only thing you're going to do with these spells is get someone to lose weight for you.
Dog-ear that section. I may want to come back to that later.
Yeah, well, I'll be tearing those out of the book. How do you think I lasted so long with Ash being around here?
Well,
Wait a minute. Clothes disappearing.
we saw Ash's talents, didn't we?
But anyway, all right, so I'll look something up for you.
Oh, fine, fine. Just send me an email. Apparently, I'm not going to read it, but fine.
Oh my gosh, why are you so obsessed with your girlish skinny figure?
Because I have to look good, and you would obviously know nothing about that.
Look good for what?
For my adoring fans. That's why I have a thing. I'm getting an award. I have to look good. There's going to be press. There's going to be pictures. Just because you don't show up on camera doesn't mean I do.
Well, how come you have to worry about that when we have other things we need to worry about? Like taking care of being corruptive.
I don't have time for that, and besides, the profit margin isn't there. How does he have this thing laid out? What are these ingredients? I don't understand any of this.
Oh, you two, stop it. You're just fighting and fighting and fighting. I can hear you all the way out in the corridor. What's
Genius
the
is here.
issue now?
Thank God the
Worry about
genius is
his
here.
weight.
Oh, good Lord. Did you find the spell you were looking
Yes,
for? I showed you several of them.
Yeah, I
He
did.
doesn't understand
But I don't get some of the ingredients.
Well, okay, the number one ingredient, you have to eat the brain of an anorexic fashion model.
And where am I supposed to get that? This is Omaha, Nebraska. The women here are corn-fed. Anorexic doesn't even come close.
Well, speaking of corn-fed, that reminds me of a really great joke. What's the difference between a Nebraska girl and a Holstein cow?
Okay, I'll bite.
About 500 pounds. How do you make up the difference? You force-feed the Holstein.
I had nothing to do with that.
Oh, come on, that's funny. That one rocks. I never get tired of those jokes.
Yes, now you know why
Well, all
they
right.
stoned him.
Yes. Actually, they burned me at the stake, if I remember correctly.
He got off lightly.
But anyhow, we can work on that one. I think we can substitute something.
We can find a Barbie.
Yes, we'll
Eat plastic.
take you down to one of the dance clubs and see if we can find a dancer for you or something.
Okay, well,
Anyway,
whatever.
but speaking of substitutions, what did you think of the movie, faithful followers? Wasn't that scary? Yes, William Campbell kind of came to a really bad end in that film. And speaking of bad endings, we're bringing you another in our black and white rubber suit monster series. This one is going to be called The Flesh Eaters. And I really don't have a lot of information on it, but it stars nobody I've ever heard of. But the movie is, the plot to the movie is really good. Nazi scientist creates a form of flesh-eating bacteria and releases it into the ocean where it multiplies and grows and comes back on shore and begins to eat everything in sight. Doesn't that sound like fun?
Kind of like your in-laws. And what do you expect, people? It's public access. You're watching this for free, so...
Well, anyway, based on all the reports we've been getting and the emails from our fans, they're liking what they're seeing. We also have another great announcement that you've probably seen it on some of the past episodes. Big Brain Tattoos in Omaha, Nebraska is an official sponsor of the Angry Brothers Omaha Rama. So be sure and drop down and see Smitty and Lenny and Josh and the rest of the artists down there.
They did all of my ink.
Yes, they did. And they're located in the Old Market in Omaha, Nebraska. You can Google them by pulling up Big Brain Tattoos in Omaha, Nebraska. And again, tell them the Angry Brothers, along with Jack and Brother James and Inferna,
Hi.
sent you. And we'll be appearing there shortly before the Halloween season gets really rolling to do autographs meet our fans, and just generally have a good time. So when we get that date nailed down, we'll pass it on to all of you.
So remember, stop in, look at some flash art, get a tattoo. Ink rocks. Everything looks better in ink. And bling!
That's right. Get something pierced, get something inked. Remember, get tattoos. Keep America strong. Thank you, and good night, and unpleasant dreams.
Good night.
Bye.
Yes, I think you look wonderful with some tattoos there, Inferno. I know you've got the one on your foot, but, you know, we need to get to a few other places.
That is my toe tag.
Yes. Oh, look, it is your name.
Yeah.
So that way we can identify you if you come up without your head one of these days.
Well, I'm sure I know who'd be the first one to try to do it.
Somebody has to reach into the...
To my right.
Yes, it's like you two better start to play nice, so there'll be some consequences.
I'm trying.
Anyway, all right.
Bye, people.
Bye.
Oh, well, I'm sorry, are all of you still here? Go do something. The show's over.
The show's over. Don't you have lives?
Yes, I hear Truth Seekers is coming up next. Go watch them. Go have fun. Go, shoo, scat. 3, 2, 1, go. All right.
Oh, greetings, faithful followers. This is Brother James, and we're introducing a new segment on the show tonight. It's called Brother James at the Movies. And what we'll do periodically is I'll go out and view one of the new release films that's just opened up, and go ahead and give you a review, what you want to look for, what you don't want to look for, the ones you want to avoid altogether, that type of thing. And right now I realize I'm a little bit late, but with the events in Colorado, we thought we'd push the segment back a little bit. We want to talk about Batman, The Dark Knight Rises. Excellent film. This one I highly recommend. If you're at all a fan of the Batman franchise, this is what you want to see. This is what you've waited for. All the others were just a work up to this point. Christian Bale, phenomenal performance. His brooding Batman blows away anything that Keaton, Kilmer, or Clooney had to do with Batman. In fact, they don't even deserve to wear the codpiece. Also, a lot of new villains that were introduced today. Bane, he didn't really quite get the concept of Bane. Actually, I thought it was too much of a deviation from what the comic books were to be enjoyable. Now, on the other hand, Anne Hathaway as Catwoman, phenomenal choice. Just the sequence where she's riding her motorcycle with her leather-clad backside, that alone is worth the cost of an IMAX ticket. My goodness. But this is a film you definitely want to see. It does have some drawbacks. It is ultra-violent. So, I mean, if you're taking the kids, you might want to go ahead and explain to them about the violence and how not to go ahead and take that to heart. Excellent portrayals by Gary Oldman as Commissioner Gordon and Matthew Modine. We haven't seen Matthew Modine in a while. Excellent performance as the police chief there. And he gives an excellent performance at the end when he exits the film. I won't spoil it for you, but well worth the effort. So on my scale of 1 to 5, this one is going to get a full 5 shot glasses. So this is definitely a movie you want to see. In fact, you'll want to see it more than once, and it's something you'll definitely enjoy. The only thing that could possibly top this will be next year when Superman the Man of Steel comes out, and we all know why that is. But anyway, I'm Brother James. I've been at the movies, and we'll talk again real soon.
Well, greetings, faithful followers. This is your old pal, Brother Jack Angry, along with
Ash and Inferna.
And we wanted to take a moment at the end of the show here to thank our sponsor, Lovers Luxuries, located at 61st and Maple in downtown Benson, the finest erotic boutique in the city of Omaha. We hope you'll stop in and visit them and check out their website for really great deals and information about the store, and that's at www.loversluxuries.com. www.loverluxuries.com and tell him the Angry Brothers and Ash and Inferna sent you. Well, good night and unpleasant dreams.
Mwah. Good night, guys.
Greetings, faithful followers. This is your old pal, Brother Jack Angry, along with Inferna
Hi.
and Sin. And we just wanted to take a moment to welcome our newest sponsor, Big Brain Tattoos in Omaha, Nebraska. Now, they're located at 1123 Jackson Street, which is on the backside of the old market here in downtown Omaha. We hope you'll stop by and see Smitty, the owner, and Lenny and Jason, two of his best artists. And they will be happy to answer all of your questions and deal with whatever your tattoo needs are, whether you're just pricing a tattoo, you have a design, or you need a design. Lenny and his artists will be happy to draw that out and set it up to your satisfaction. And all of their work is backed by Smitty and his artists, so you'll never go away dissatisfied from Big Brain. So be sure and check him out and tell him the Angry Brothers sent you. And if you'd like to check his webpage out, it's www.bigbrainomaha.com.